there's a brutal truth about attraction that most men refuse to accept. Instead, they waste years chasing women, learning pickup lines, or obsessing over looks and status, never realizing that the secret to being irresistible isn't found in any of those things. What if I told you that 95.7% of women are wired to be drawn to you, not because of your appearance, your wealth, or even your charm, but because of something much deeper? This truth isn't glamorous. It isn't easy. It isn't something you can fake. But once you understand it, once you live by it, you'll notice something incredible. Women will start gravitating toward you. They'll seek out your presence. They'll feel a pull toward you that they can't quite explain. Because this isn't about impressing women, it's about embodying a force that makes you naturally attractive. In this video, we're going to break down the brutal truth that makes 95.7% of women find you irresistible, and why most men will never unlock its power. If you want to better reflect your stoic spirit, you can get your own wallpapers from the link in the description. Are you new at this channel? Please subscribe and leave a comment. I think you liked the video. If you please hit the like button. Let's begin. 1. The man who knows how to tease her drives her wild. There's a secret that the most magnetic men understand. Women don't want everything handed to them. They don't want a man who spills his emotions all over the place, who tells her exactly how he feels, who makes things too easy. They want tension. They want the build-up. They want the chase, and nothing makes a woman crave a man more than a master of teasing, a man who flirts with just enough restraint to make her want more. A man who makes her laugh, but with a touch of challenge. A man who shows desire, but never in a way that feels desperate, because when you learn how to tease a woman just right, you make her body react before her mind even realizes what's happening. Teasing isn't just about making her laugh. It's about creating an emotional rollercoaster, one where she's never quite sure what's coming next. And this unpredictability? It triggers dopamine, the same chemical that fuels addiction. That's why women can't resist men who push and pull. 1 moment you compliment her, then you playfully take it back. You make her feel wanted, but then you act like you're not fully sold on her yet. Challenge her instead of showering her with validation. You make her work for it. Oh, so you think you're cute? I don't know. I might need some more convincing. Make her chase. Instead of always being available, you keep just enough distance to make her wonder, does he like me, or is he just messing with me? And that uncertainty. That's what makes her obsessed. The best teasing happens in layers. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it, when you say it, and how you follow it up with words. I was going to take you seriously, but then you did that thing with your hair. Now, I don't know. With touch, when she reaches for your hand, you pull away with a smirk, just for a second, before finally letting her have it. With timing, you act like you're about to kiss her, let the tension build, then lean back and say, not yet. And when you do this right, you make her hang on your every move. You make her desperate for the moment you finally give in, because teasing creates tension. And tension is the secret ingredient to sexual attraction. Most men either try too hard to impress her. They throw compliments, gifts, and attention at her, hoping she'll like them. She won't play it too safe. They're afraid to say anything bold, so they bore her into oblivion. But the man who keeps her guessing? Who keeps her on her toes? Who makes her laugh and crave more? That's the man who stays on her mind, because when you tease her just right, she's not just attracted to you, she's addicted to you. 2. The man who can walk away owns the game. There's one undeniable truth about attraction that most men never understand. The man who is willing to walk away is the man who holds all the power. Think about it. What makes something valuable? Is it the thing that's always available, always desperate to be chosen, always chasing, begging, or trying to prove itself? Or is it the thing that stands firm, the thing that demands to be earned? Scarcity breeds value. And this applies to everything in life. including attraction, women are wired to chase what they perceive as valuable. It's a psychological trigger buried deep in their instincts. They don't want what's easy. They want what's just out of reach, and the second a man proves that he's willing to walk away, that's when she starts chasing. The moment a woman realizes that you are not dependent on her validation, that's the moment her perception of you shifts. You're no longer just another man trying to win her over. You become the challenge. You become the mystery she wants to solve. Most men don't do this. They cling to women, afraid to lose them. They text back instantly. They agree to everything. They revolve their world around her, and in doing so, they destroy their own value. But the man who walks away, he creates a psychological reaction in her brain. Suddenly, she starts thinking, wait, why isn't he chasing me? Why does he seem so unbothered? Did I misjudge him? And just like that, you flip the dynamic. She's no longer in control. Your attraction isn't about needing a woman. It's about not needing her. It's about showing, through your actions, that you are perfectly fine whether she stays or not. You're not afraid to leave. You're not affected by her mood swings. You're not desperate for her approval. And when a woman senses that, she can't help but be drawn to you. This is why you see women obsessing over the men who don't care. The men who don't text back immediately. The men who don't try too hard. It's not because these guys are jerks. It's because they refuse to make her the center of their universe. They know that they are the prize, and once you understand this, once you internalize it, you'll never chase a woman again, because the truth is, if she's not afraid of losing you, she'll never truly respect you, and the second she feels like she might lose you, that's when you become irresistible. 3. The man who can trigger her emotions owns her mind. Most men think attraction is logical. They assume that if they look good, have money, or say the right things, women will automatically like them. But attraction doesn't work that way. Women don't fall for logic. They fall for emotion. What does this mean? It means that if you can make a woman feel something, whether it's excitement, curiosity, mystery, or even a little frustration, you create an emotional connection that's far stronger than any pickup line or compliment ever could. Women want to experience a range of emotions when they're around a man. That's why the guys who are unpredictable, playful, and even slightly challenging are the ones who get women hooked. These men know how to create tension, break it, and rebuild it again, keeping her on an emotional roller coaster that she never wants to get off. Think about the kind of men women get obsessed with. Are they the guys who are always available, who always agree with her, who never challenge her? No. They're the ones who make her work for their attention, who keep her guessing, who spark emotions she doesn't feel with anyone else. Here's how you do it. Make her feel excited, surprise her. Be unpredictable. Instead of texting her the usual "Hey, how's your day?" say something that sparks curiosity. You won't believe what just happened. Now she's intrigued. Make her feel challenged. Tease her in a playful way. If she brags about something, give her a smirk and say, "That's cute, but I'm not impressed yet." Now she's invested. Make her feel wanted, but not too easily. Show desire, but make her earn it. If she asks if you like her, don't just say yes. Say, "I don't know yet, you're growing on me." Now she's chasing. When you master emotional triggers, you don't just make a woman attracted to you, you make her addicted to the way she feels when she's around you. Point 4. The man who has a purpose is magnetic. There's one trait that separates the men women want from the men they tolerate: purpose. A man with purpose is a man who cannot be ignored. He doesn't need to chase women, because his mission naturally draws them in. Why? Because women are biologically wired to be attracted to leaders, to men who are going somewhere in life. They don't want a guy who sits around all day, waiting for something to happen. They want a man who is already in motion. Think about the most attractive men throughout history. Were they desperate for women's approval? No. They were too busy building, creating, leading. And because of that, women naturally gravitated toward them. So, if you want to be irresistible, stop making women your priority. Make your mission your priority. Focus on your goals, your career, your passion, your personal growth. Develop a strong presence. Walk, talk, and act with confidence. Be unapologetic about your standards. Don't bend over backward just to keep a woman interested. When a man is locked into his purpose, something amazing happens. Women start noticing. They feel the energy of a man who is going places, and they want to be part of that journey. The best part? When you focus on yourself first, you become less emotionally dependent on women. And ironically, that's when they start chasing you. 5. The man who stays mysterious keeps her hooked. Here's a mistake most men make: they reveal everything about themselves too soon. They think that if they tell a woman their entire life story, she'll feel closer to them. But in reality, it kills the mystery. Women are drawn to intrigue. They want to discover a man, not be handed a full instruction manual the moment they meet him. This doesn't mean you should be cold or distant. It means you should reveal yourself slowly, piece by piece, keeping her wanting more. Instead of answering every question directly, give playful, vague answers. If she asks, "What do you do for fun?" don't just say, "I go to the gym." Say, "I have a few hobbies that keep me busy, but you'll have to find out what they are." Now she's curious. Instead of texting her every detail about your day, keep some mystery. Let her wonder. Make her ask more questions. Instead of always saying how much you like her, show subtle signs, but keep an air of unpredictability. Let her work for your full attention. When a woman feels like there's always more to learn about you, she stays hooked. Because the second she thinks she has you all figured out, that's when she starts losing interest. The bottom line: become the man she can't resist. Attraction isn't about money, looks, or pickup lines. It's about who you are as a man. The men who naturally attract women don't do it by chasing, begging, or proving their worth. They do it by embodying qualities that make women feel something deep inside them, something they can't ignore. When you master teasing her in a way that drives her wild, walking away when needed, holding the power, triggering deep emotional responses in her, staying focused on your own purpose and mission, maintaining an air of mystery that keeps her intrigued, you stop being a man who chases and start being a man who women chase. Most men will never understand this. They'll keep trying to buy attraction, impress women, or beg for attention. But the ones who get it? They become unstoppable. So, the question is, will you be the man who keeps chasing? Or will you become the man who is chased? The choice is yours. Final thoughts: embrace your irresistible presence in the realm of attraction. The journey isn't about following a rigid set of rules, it's about discovering and embracing the qualities that make you genuinely magnetic. The principles discussed aren't about playing mind games, they're about aligning your actions with your authentic self. Consider a night out at a social gathering. Instead of overwhelming a woman with constant praise or immediate availability, you offer a playful tease about her unique style or choice in conversation. This subtle challenge sparks curiosity and builds tension. Later, when you step back momentarily, even just by pausing before replying, she feels an irresistible pull, wondering what the next moment might bring. This is the power of balanced presence, mixing attention with just enough distance to ignite her natural desire to know you more. Imagine another scenario where you're engaged in a deep conversation. Rather than laying your emotions bare from the start, you share selective insights about your passions and ambitions, hinting at layers that are yet to be revealed. This not only keeps the mystery alive, but also sets you apart as a man with purpose, someone who is driven and self-assured. Over time, this approach transforms your interactions into a dynamic dance, where every gesture and word holds the potential to captivate. Ultimately, when you master the art of teasing, the strength of walking away with purpose, and the allure of maintaining an air of mystery, you're not just attracting women, you're redefining what it means to be a man of substance. It's about living confidently, knowing that your value isn't determined by constant validation, but by the quiet, powerful energy you exude. Embrace these principles, practice them in real-life interactions, and let your unique presence do the work. In doing so, you become the man who isn't simply admired, but who naturally becomes the benchmark of true, irresistible attraction.